Up early in the motherfucking morning. Early in the fucking morning. We up early in the fucking morning. We up early in the fucking morning. Let's see who's gonna join in the morning. Let's see if I got service. That's the best thing. Let's see if I got service on the road. About to test this Verizon service real fast. That's what we're gonna test. We're gonna test and see if this Verizon service works or not. That's gonna be the real test. Let's see, let me put this phone number up in. Let's see the real test, y'all. Yep, that's what I thought. Pin message. Might not be able to go live. Verizon service might not be that good, y'all. Alright, we're gonna see. Have you thumbed up the video? Have you thumbed up the video? Have you thumbed up the video? Let's see. Listen, man, I got an exclusive song I'm gonna premiere today, but I'm not premiering it until I get a lot of people in here because I want to get a good, real feedback. I got an exclusive bumper to dump it today by my good brother Ro A, the chef, one of the illest niggas that rap. And let me tell you something, and I say this all the time, but I'd be remiss if I didn't say it enough. When I say some nigga outside of ISBK is an ill rapper, that's an ill rapper. Because I don't say, listen, there's a lot of Israelites that rap. There's a lot of Israelites that rap. But I don't certify a lot of you Israelites that rap, man. I'm sorry. Because some of y'all Israelites that be rapping like that nigga from Arrested Development. What's the cat name from Arrested Development? What's the cat's name from Arrested Development? What was his name? Can anybody remember the name of the rapper from the rap group Arrested Development? That's what I'm gonna start calling you niggas. Why am I driving all the way to Texas? Because I got all this shit in the back. Look, shit, you see all that shit? That's why I'm driving. I don't listen, man, let me tell you something. I am 51 years old and the flyest 51-year-old nigga you'll ever meet in your life. What's the cat's name? What's the cat's name that rapped? What was his name? Flocket? Pocket? Wait, I'm gonna look it up myself. Y'all supposed to be helping me, man. What is the cat's name from? Oh, let me look it up myself. Arrested. What is his name? Arrested Development rapper. Yeah, hip hop group. We about to find his name. I know y'all don't want me to find his name because y'all niggas be rapping like that nigga. That's why. Y'all be y'all be rapping like that nigga. I'm about to find his name. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. The name of the group. Let me go to Wikipedia. Wait. It says an American hip hop group headline Speech. Yeah, that's y'all niggas. Y'all niggas rap like Speech. That was his name. The name of the rapper was Speech. Y'all niggas be out here rapping like Speech. Y'all niggas don't know how to spit that hot fire. Roe though. Roe is one of the brothers. Yeah. Bro, yeah, listen, man, take me to the place. And I ain't saying there ain't a space for that. It's a space for that. But every Israelite that come into the truth, they be rapping like they just left the gospel fest and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to Roe, man. That brother hit me up. Now, I don't want to play the song yet. I want to wait till we get at least over 100 people because I want to do a bumper to dump it. All right? So, I do want to play a song before I start talking because a couple things I want to talk about. We got to talk about Nick Cannon. We got to talk about Erica Kirk. And then any other questions y'all got? If y'all got a question or comment on or off subject, y'all let me know. I'm gonna just play a quick song. What song am I gonna play before I play that other song? Let me see. Let's see. I'm gonna play this one. These niggas start, man. Like this is an example. This is an example right here. This song right here, no Israelite would think, let me use the For My Niggas beat and rap some hard shit to it. Nobody would think that. UPK do though.
I've been eating my belly, greasy face, rock heavy. She just say talking shit, do not tell me. I don't wanna see that hate, all the shit do not help me. I'm just trying to beat my case. Stay the most high, pray I see the gates. I was about to Cancun, but we just bought the house instead. Covered all of their thinking, and now she got gobble head. Looking at me like this, and she said she got the gobble head. Pointing me like a pistol, and then you got a life. Take my back with the stitches, I can't forget that hollow tip. Niggas losing they mental and Satan come demolish it. Niggas all on they mental and get to whining like a bitch, just like iron. They rust, niggas trying, they luck. Keep it real, everybody out here lying. Save us, steady raising dead. They was out here lying and dust. Niggas for my head through the brotherhood is a must. Any hood, I be round with my brothers that I trust. Know I'm good, cause they slime with their fingers on the clutch. Money falling like I'm trying to make
y'all, when you Israelites make some shit like this here, let me give another example.
I ain't never done with that. Gonna hit a spiritual lies. I'ma let you run with that. Wanting me to spread the thighs. I ain't having fun with that. Nigga, hell no. Then she wanna hop in.
Don't let me play this one.
Okay.
Listen, this song right here. Listen, when I wonder how Israelites that's not in One West feel when this song come on. One West bread, One West vetted, One West pumping through my blood, don't forget it. One West in my brain, One West in my heart, One West when I finish, One West when I start. Big shine, big glow. I be going to November, let my bitch know. I'm back by the window, bubbling like. Yeah, if anybody want to send me a song and you want me to bumper dump your song, just send it to 862-224-9027. I'll play it right now. And we'll put your shit on bumper to dump it. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, right? I'm going to tell y'all. The last brother that sent me a song to put on bumper to dump it, they dumped it. The light brother that was not in ISBK, I must add. The last Israelite brother. Yeah, I'm back. Trying to stay back. Trying to stay fresh. Am I back? Give me a 1. Give me a 1, 2. Give me a 1, 2. Give me a 1, 2. Am I gone? Let me check. Am I back? All right, there we go. We back. Listen, I'm driving, so you got to deal with it. Thank you. Appreciate it. So what I was saying was, so now, wait. So now we going to the song I was playing. 2 people send their song to me for bumper to dump it. So, Roe, this is going to be the build up for you. So I'm going to play this first song. I don't know who this is, but we're going to play this song. Now, if you bumping with the song, you put a 2. If you're going to dump the song, you put a 4. Now, for those that don't understand, bump it means we play it again. Dump it means we get rid of it. All right? So this ain't the song I'm premiering, but this a brother sent me a song, so we can play the song. Let's see what happens. Oh, wait.
General Yohana.
Now, I don't know if this counts.
1969. Check we live it. UPK when I'm out and nobody. Check we live it. Spread out, we are push, we family. Even with the flies and the rush, my you better watch your approach. Careful how you talk to me, on Facebook, text me, no mind me your post. Shut it out from post coast to coast. You became the truth till the voice get worse. Saving the lives of our people, waking them up, teaching the ancients rules. Gotta together yourselves, every one of the spells. Tired of living in hell, 2 million will lock up in cells. What the fuck is that smell? Our babies in cages, this shit is outrageous. They stole our land, been walking our brothers, our kids with no fathers. You think we got the plan? All of them in cars, them come and treachery, teaching people there's a receipt. With America, speed of blood up from my got them slavery. While you shake hands with the enemies, more people destroyed out here. Tax checks, welfare, I smell that's really rare. Check reality. You PK when I'm out of nobody. Check reality. Righteousness, we are push all the prophecy.
Alright, now that was that song. Now, because I got more than one song, I'm not playing the whole thing, so that was that song. Y'all give me a 2 if you bump it. Y'all give me a 4 if you dump it. Now, another brother sent the song. I got everybody sending songs. I got a bunch of people sending songs. So now we're going to play another song, right? This is another song we're going to play. Again, I don't know the brother that's sending it. We're going to play it. We're going to see. Remember, 2 means we bump it, and when we play it again. 4 means we dump it, meaning we don't. We getting a lot of 4s on that last song. Listen, you can't fault me. You can't fault me. I'm just playing the music. So to the people that's sending their music, if they bump it or dump it, that's what the people are saying. Don't fault me for it. All right? This is going to be the next song. This is bump it or dump it. This is the next song.
Get high.
It start off saying I get high.
Yeah, this some good shit right here. Yeah. His word keep me. The Holy Spirit got me. It's all praises to the most. Yeah. I'm sticking the truth. I walk with a sword. You work for the devil. I work for the Lord. We sticking together. We on one accord. They doing the work. I want my reward. Avoid the wicked. They bite like a scorpion. I am a saint, but I'm not from New Orleans. He's coming back. It's gonna be fire. This time he won't end it with water. Like Adam, yeah, I came from the dirt. When I say I'm a Jew, yeah, I know that it hurt. Check out my drip. Different color fringes hanging from my shirt. I rep that 12. I'm talking about try. Came out of that dark. I tired of the lies. I had to wake up, open my eyes. This right here, only for the wise. I'm looking in the sky, I can see the most high.
That man said different color fringes hanging from his shirt. I'm going to stop this song. Salaka. I dumped that shit. That man said he get high. So I'm not done. I can't. I'm sorry. This is one time the DJ help y'all. The DJ gonna help y'all out with that one. The DJ gonna help y'all. All right, I got one more. All right. I know he probably mad at me, man. I apologize. That's like it. I'm Wait, hold on. I'm gonna tell you, this song's starting right. Listen, I don't know how he gonna rap, but the intro for this song right here, the shit's starting off right. Again, I don't know who these people are, but the intro for this song is starting off right. I ain't even play it, so I hope, I just brought it back to the beginning, so I hope when it comes on, that he's spitting. But the intro to that shit sound fire. I'm gonna go to it. That shit sound hard. Sound hard. You better spit some hot fire to this shit.
When you feel it, you ain't gotta see it. No ceilings, only vision. Like wonder if I think it, then it's gonna be it. Babe roof, and I'ma show you where it's gonna go. Putting holes through window panes, like how we gonna see it. Let's believe it, we in the know, just like the change of seasons. I won't give out no pardons, they don't care the reason. I be the Indian giver, I can see the treason. We sitting evil out, killing all the ones who appease it. You feeling taken by it, getting my love back, Liam Neeson. 12 gates for the kingdom, who the king that be sleeping. Devil walking on the lost souls, who's sleeping to y'all people.
Remember, the 2 is to bump it, 4 is to dump it.
get it cool. Not to the white man, but the God, who are you? This is no jail song, this is nation sticking together like Velcro. Keeping the eyes up on the sparrow. Speak to Samsung, shouting it down with this jawbone. Hear the trumpets in my voice, my nigga, this y'all's tone. I beat them in Nevada, cannot bust diamonds with rhinestone. See you fatally attempt, so I can tell your mind's gone. The future pass you by goes, upper echelon tip. The real to your epigones, they ain't nothing to go shit. They be feeling what we're going, flying in the spaceships. Feeling overgrown, let me hop about the matrix.
Hey, listen, I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start doing music reviews for all Israel. Maybe it'll be an every Monday thing, being that Monday is the day that I started. So going forward, so I've played 4 songs by artists. So if you're an Israelite and you got some music out there, and here's what I'm going to do too. I'm going to talk to Tazaryach and see if we can expand that Tribe Vibes app to incorporate other music. I don't know how that works. It's just an idea that popped in my head, but maybe we can get your music there. But you got to pass this. So to my moderators, like I see my good sister Heaven in there. Heaven and my other moderators, any other moderator, Antisocial. What I need y'all to do is go back through the songs and tell me if song 1 made it, if song 2 made it, if the dumpets don't make it, then don't send me no information. But if there's a bump it that makes it, I need y'all to send me the bump it, and then I'm gonna send it to Tazaryach and say, hey man, this passed the bump it or dump it. So we're gonna do Mondays. Before I get into the topic, we're gonna do music reviews. And that's for anybody, UPK, otherwise, you send me the music, I'm gonna play bump it or dump it. Now with that said, the final song before we get into this subject, man, again, I want to shout out my good brother, Roe. Now, I'm telling y'all, I'm biased. I'm telling y'all, straight from the gate, I'm biased with this song I'm about to play. This song I'm about to play, you got to take Captain Tazaryach out of it because I'm biased. Because Roe did a song, and in the song, he says, I'm the Captain Tazaryach of rap. So you know the shit is fire because he said, he's the Captain Tazaryach of rap. Now, I don't listen to this song countless times. I can't even tell you. I done brought the shit back, started it over, brought it back, started it over, brought it back, started over, brought it back. When you say missed the first one, what you mean, Heaven, that you missed? You must be talking to somebody in chat. So, yeah, Antisocial. It looked like nobody made it past the bump it or dump it. It looked like it. So now I'm going to play this song. And y'all tell me, Roe, I hope you in the chat so you can watch if this is going to be a bump it or dump it. All right? So I'm going to play this song. Y'all let me know. Remember, 2 is for bump it when we keep playing it. 4 is for dump it, meaning we don't play it. All right? I'm going to play it right now.
Spiritual father, who he called, who's a fucking child molester. Your father is a child molester, period. And he got his feelings.
He got mad. If you want to cross the fucking road, don't talk shit like that. Like, what's going on? What's going on? If you're going to cross the... Now, hold on. Now, before we wrap, that intro alone lets you know what the shit going to be. I feel like when Funkmaster Flex, if you from the New York area, when Funkmaster Flex played a song and he dropped the bomb, he bring the shit back. That's how I feel right here. The intro alone lets you know that Roe knew that with that intro, he was gonna have to spit some hot shit.
Spiritual father, who he called, who's a fucking child molester. Your father is a child molester, period. And he got his feelings. He got mad, and he thought he was gonna break Tazaryach. If you want to cross the road, then cross the fucking road. That's what you do. Don't sit here and talk shit like what's gonna pop off. That's what you do. You're gonna cross the line. Cross the fucking line. Get the fuck out of here. Captain Tazaryach of rap was born before the car. Chose before the storm rolls, stunning crackers, daily light, stone cold. Bringing life with a sun flows, my run like a broken nose. The truth in ways that ain't been done before. Whole time not bringing the code, you not know. It's warfare, chef's bag in the kitchen. My red bone left me with my black girl digging. A nigga still flying, you know I never tripping. And I used to run the block, but I can Niggas in all black on them, heat on the block, I'm like Shaq on them. Yeah. And salute to the generals. This shit's all about principles.
But we the ones fighting that war. Imagine us not being in World War II. You know what they wouldn't have? Well, you want to talk about heart surgery and the medical science and all that shit that we did? That's black people.
Can't escape by the skin of your teeth. The beast is not weak, I'm not geek by the top 3. They not me. Serve you up the Aki. I ain't talking about chopped cheese. Like squeeze and aiming at your femurs till you knock knees. Rap wax severe in the game and I'm not pleased. It's a couple niggas that's iller facts, but not these. I can never struggle, I relax at Maldives until I'm in the kingdom with green grass and tall tree. Different flow, got the hood hot like the engine broke. I'm winning as far as this living goes. 2026, Jane Kennedy on the road, that's my women goals. Boy, I've been a go before the glow, I used to swim in those. Who can expose chef like the bows never chose? Only thing dirty about the pots when I whip the bowls. It was magic, never worthy till I hit the stove. Got the bird for the 33, that's a give and go. I was never signed, but since 9 I was in the scope. Hurricanes, turbines, I was really up in the blow. Hurricane, blur. I was really like in a coke. You could tell it's raw from the drip when it hit the nose. Gymnastics, how I flip it, then I grip the pole. Pause, you don't know, this is my cap flow.
That shit hard. Listen, that's about to be my new ringtone. Roe, you get, hey, Roe, you getting the twos in the chat, brother. You getting the twos in the chat. You getting the twos in the chat, Roe. I think we got one. Roe. Jesus. Whew. That's called the cap flow. You know why it's called the cap flow? Because Cap is that nigga. And Rose saw that Cap was that nigga. And Rose spit that hot fire. Welcome to another edition of the Car Chronicles. I'm your host with the most, Captain Tazaryach of the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under commanding General Yohana ISBK, home of the truth. I'm on the road to Texas. People have asked why did I drive instead of fly down to Texas. I drove because, if you can see, I have all this stuff to take down here with me. And because I have all this stuff to take down here with me, it was just cheaper to fly. For example, each case of oils that I have, each case holds 63. So there's a lane closure ahead. So I got 63, I got 9 cases of 63. Put my phone on, do not disturb. My bad, y'all, I had got a phone call. I apologize. So to give y'all an understanding, I got 9 boxes of oils to bring down, 63 bottles in each. I got 240 body butters that would have to have gotten shipped. I got incense that would have gotten shipped, hair crack that had to get shipped. The cost of shipping that, the cost of the flight, the cost of renting a car once I got down here superseded the cost of just gas. So because it superseded the cost of gas, driving was just better. So what I did was I drove halfway, actually a little under halfway. So I made a pit stop in Knoxville, Tennessee, stayed in the hotel, slept. So I should get there I think 8 or 9 o'clock tonight. So it just made sense to drive instead of fly. So logistically, it just made better sense. So that's why I drove. But welcome to another edition. I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. Couple things I want to talk about. You know, the phone lines is open. If y'all want to call and give an opinion on the music you heard, you can call and give an opinion. The telephone number to call is 862-224-9027. Can y'all tell me if y'all see the number pinned to the top? Can y'all let me know if y'all see the number pinned? I believe I have the number pinned. Let me make sure I got the number pinned. Let me see. And let me make sure. Yeah, I got the number. I do have it pinned. So the number is pinned to the top if y'all got a question. So 2 subjects, right? Nick Cannon. Let me see if I can get the audio for this. Hold on. Oh, hell, we got a call. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Don't say that. Don't.
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Man, shalom, sir. It's Omar Muhammad, man.
Hey, what's going on,
sir?
What's going on, brother? You got a question on
And Ashley.
Okay, Aunt Ashley. She gonna make sure she heard.
Hey.
Aunt Ashley. Why shit? Why he ain't say my name too? Damn it, Aunt Ashley. What's up? Hey, no sweat. No sweat. No sweat.
We over here on the West Coast, so you know we 3 hours behind you.
Right.
So
Right.
There, but no, hey, Cap.
That last
song.
Yeah. Yeah. That last song, fire. Listen.
Hey.
Dylon.
Hey, Cap. I don't know. I said, nobody. I said, how many people know that Thailand? I said, boy, and that was that spit. And
yeah,
then,
he was spitting hot fire. He was spitting that hot fire.
Yeah, and then just on how the intro came in, like, you know, that's the original Cross the Line.
Yeah, that's the original. That's where Cross the Line come from. Yep.
Yeah, and then he told him. He said, he thought you told him. He thought he was gonna pump coppers out, but then you said you cross the line.
Right.
You ain't gonna pop shit and come across here.
Yeah.
Cross the line. Then you told him, or else
get
the
fuck out of here. Yeah.
Hold on. And what that nigga say? Oh, we ain't gonna impede on y'all.
We ain't gonna impede on y'all. I ain't gonna impede on y'all space. Yeah.
No, teach your shit, Katazar. Teach your shit, Katazar. Katazar got back to yo. Hey, you know, Salaki.
Listen, that moment, right? If I could, Omar, that moment, like,
yes, sir.
That's probably in my career, that's probably one of the most epic moments because people, like, even like entertainers. I remember I met Genuine, right? So Genuine. The singer Genuine. So the singer Genuine, I remember he hits me up on Instagram.
You out to the concert.
Yeah, he brought me out to the concert. And then when we talking, says we talking backstage. So I'm backstage talking with him, and he brings up, I remember you, because he was like, cross the fucking line. Like, he reenacted that moment. A lot of people, if they don't know anything, they know that moment.
They know.
When I punked Polite on the street, and I ain't even thinking about the impact at the time. I was really I wasn't even angry at what he was saying to Katazar. I was more so angry that we were too cool at the time. At that time, me and Polite was so cool that for him to do that, it was just extremely disrespectful. Hold on one second.
Yeah, Pat.
Caller, hold on. Like, at the time, I didn't understand it, but now that we know what he's in jail for, now I do understand why he got that mad. Like, in the moment, I'm like, why is he mad about what he said about York? Why is he mad about what he said about York? But now that we know he's in jail for the same thing, now we know the real reason he was mad is because he felt like Katazar was calling him a child molester, and then we find out he was a child molester.
But if you remember, Cap, how to, well, I ain't gonna even call it a dialogue because the nigga came disrespectful. How it all kicked off. He Polite said that, oh, Captain is your daddy.
Right.
And then Katazar said, oh no, then let me put some respect on my surname. Captain Katazar.
Right. Captain
Katazar responded and told him, no, your spiritual daddy.
Let me up the ante. Yeah, let me up the ante a little bit. What Katazar said, which was even smoother, was Katazar said, if you want to call him my spiritual father, that's cool. If you want to call him my father, that's cool. Like, he accepted that. That's what made it worse, because he accepted Polite saying daddy letting you speak. He accepted it and then flipped it. He said, that's cool. If you want to call him my spiritual father, that's cool. Your spiritual father is a child molester. That's how he turned it on his head and made it worse. Because who wants a spiritual father that's a child molester? Who wants that?
As a child molester, as a child ML. And then hold on. What even made it so more brutal, what Captain Katazar said, Captain Katazar told him, he said, you know know what? He said, you a coward. He said,
That's right.
The only man would accept a fight is a coward, that'll pick a fight with somebody that he thinks that he knows that he's
taller than. Because he's taller.
That he thinks he's gonna win.
Right.
That he thinks he's gonna win and said it. He said, but when you was at Barnes and Noble, hold on, Cap, you disrespect. I was almost gonna say SHIT.
Right.
When y'all niggas was at Barnes and Noble, and you called that nigga wife off.
Female dog. I call her 304. Yeah. I didn't call it B. I called her a hoe. Well, two things I did to put it in order. To put it in order, I called at Black and Nobel. I told one of his wives to keep her mouth shut, and then we did the debate in New York, in Brooklyn. That's when I called his wife a 304 because he twirled his wife around in the circuit.
So he twirled her around,
Yeah.
He twirled her around. But the thing, what made Captain Tazaryach even more potent on what he said and why it hit hard with Polite, and then Polite was come on here and throw them hands. It wasn't even about that. The thing is, Polite put the slander on Tazaryach first. All Captain Tazaryach did was to respond, and then Polite got emotional. He got emotional, and then Captain Tazaryach just he just brought it out, and he told him. He said when Cap said the things he said you didn't step with that. But he said because I'm a man and short stature, you looking at me thinking that you can take me. He said that's a coward fight.
There are police reported ahead.
Step out and try to impose his will on a man, facing battle that he think he can win.
Yeah.
You get the shit out of him. And then it was over.
Yeah.
What you nigga say?
But I gotta get to.
We ain't gonna pee on your face. I'm done, Cap. I just had to say that.
I gotta get to the other call. Hey, don't sweat.
I love you, Cap.
Love you too, man. Love you too, Ashley. Y'all take care. All right. Shalom. All right, shalom. Next caller, it says Tratrick. I don't know if I'm saying that name right. McElroy.
Hey, shalom.
Hey, shalom, brother. Hey, Yavashim Shabbat. What's going on now? You got a question or comment?
Officer, North Carolina.
Oh, what's going on? You were supposed to say kaboom when you came in, man.
You too.
I can't hear you there, brother.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Salaka. I think the car switched over to the Bluetooth. My apologies. Yeah, hey, Salaka, I just want to, wish you the best, you know what I'm saying? Like,
thank you, brother.
On your journey down to Texas.
Nick Cannon is going by.
I'll be driving myself from North Carolina down there.
Right.
Tomorrow, Lord allow, you know what I mean?
Session. And you know what? I agree with you 100%. People don't know that the Democrats are the party of
going down that way, you know what I mean? Alabama, Texas.
Are the party of the KKK, and Republicans are the.
My Lord.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Like I think I just left Georgia. I think I'm heading into the Alabama area, man. So I appreciate it.
There are police reported ahead.
I want to make one other comment, if I may, Baba Kasha.
Come on, go ahead, get down.
Yeah, hey, so the chat, the chat, I'm gonna say this, not Captain Tazaryach. Chat, I'm talking to you. You're full of shit. Because the first song was my song. You know what I mean? Yeah, my song. And all the brothers in the school rocking to my song, and you all gave me 6 4s and 6 2s. Like, goddamn. Like, help me out.
So you need one more. So you need one more. Yeah, so you need one more 2 or 4. So you ain't even a bump or dump. You like in purgatory right now.
Right.
Yeah. So I might have to play your song one more time so that they can make a decision. I might have to play your song one more time.
This is a song featuring Commanding General Yohana. Like,
okay.
You didn't play the whole song. You know what I mean? And I got 4. I'm sorry.
You got 6. You said you got. You said you got 6 4s and 6 2s.
There you go. There you go.
All right. So what I'm gonna do? So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna play it because you got a tie. I'm gonna play your song again. Like when you hang up, I'm gonna play it one more time, and then see what you got.
Count on one concert. 2 out of my lord.
Hey, no sweat. The water to you out. All right.
And about to
All right, slow. Yo,
yeah,
all right. So now what I'm gonna do, because he got a tie, so he kept track of his numbers. So this is another bumper to dump it. All right. I'm not gonna tell y'all the name, even though I know the name. I'm not gonna tell y'all the name. I'm just gonna play the song. So I'm gonna play the song again, and y'all tell me you got to do a 2 to bump it, 4 to dump it. 2 means we play it again. 4 means we don't. All right? I'm gonna play it again.
Yeah. One West under commanding General Yahana. Established since 1969. Aya. Yeah. Check we live it. UPK with a bad and nobody. Check we live it. Bread out, we a push, feel we family. Living with the flies and the rush. My youth better watch you approach. Careful how you talk to me. On Facebook, text me, no mind me your post. Shut it down from coast to coast. UPK the truth till my voice get worse. Saving the lives of our people, waking them up, teaching the ancients rules. Gotta think of yourselves, every one of them spells. Tired of living in hell. 2 million we locked up in cells. What the fuck is that smell? Our babies in cages. This shit is outrageous. They stole our land. Imposing our brothers. Our kids with no fathers. You think we got the plan? Fuck them demigods. Them come and treachery. Teaching how to get this heresy. It's America. Speed of blood up of a man. They got their slavery. While you shake hands with the enemies, my people destroyed out here. Tax checks, welfare. I smell that weed there. Check with
Caller, mess it up. So y'all heard the song. Hold on 1 second, caller. So y'all heard the song 2 for bump. Look like the 2s is winning. So look like Kaboom has made it. All right. I am going to get into the subject after I take the call. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Caller, you there?
Shalom,
hey, shalom, brother. You got a question? Con, you got a question?
Yeah.
You got a question or comment?
Con, I just have. I was just wondering. I just came across the information, and I was wondering if you could help me out with it. It's a little bit about history, and it's going into the Sanhedrin. These scribes and these Pharisees, during the time of Christ, were they Edomites? Idumeans?
No.
Like from the Maccabees?
No. They were Israelites. They were Jews.
Okay.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. It would tell you like King Herod was an Edomite.
Right.
Yeah, but so they would tell you. Yeah. So no, they wasn't. They were Jews.
Did you know at what point that conversion happened?
Conversion of what?
Like the
so-called Jew.
Yeah, come.
The so-called Jew comes in around the I think the 5th or 6th century is around when the so-called Jew started switching over and saying he was the Jew.
Thank you so much, Kat.
No problem.
One more, because I know you want to get into the
no sweat. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so for example, I'm taking my rib out, and it's the weekend. I'm taking her out of town. Sabbath rules. Let's say we're going out of town. I want to take her out to eat on the Sabbath. Is that breaking the law?
Yeah. Well, you just want to look at it like right now, brothers and sisters are traveling for the Sabbath, for the Passover. So as you're traveling, you're gonna get hungry. You're gonna eat. So you want to now. It sounds like what you're talking about is purposely taking her out on the Sabbath. That's what it sounds like you're talking about.
Yeah, come.
Yeah, you want to try to refrain from that.
All right, that's all I need to know. I appreciate it, Kat. Thank you so much.
All right, no problem. All right, shalom. All right, y'all. So now the subject I was talking about. So Nick Cannon is coming under fire because of something that he brought to the light that's extremely offensive in 2026. So I'm gonna play the audio and then we're gonna talk about it. All right. So this is the audio. Let me get to my YouTube. We're gonna play the audio. Here we go.
Let's listen. Democrats don't care about black people. And they don't care about people. They don't care about people.
So the first thing they say is that Democrats don't care about black people. That's not a lie. Democrat, and the thing about it, neither Democrats or Republicans care about black people. So it starts off, that's what the woman says, Democrats don't care about black people. I'm gonna keep going.
Republicans do, and that's the misconception.
And you know what?
And she said, now, here's where, the only thing I disagree with Nick Cannon, because she said Republicans do. But there's going to be a point of history that Nick Cannon is going to bring up that is undeniable. I'm going to play.
100%. People don't know that the Democrats is the party of the KKK.
Yeah.
People don't know that the Republicans are the party that freed the slaves.
Yeah.
I mean, both of you and I have some conservative views. You're just a little bit more outspoken about it than I am.
Now those comments are getting a lot of pushback online with me.
Now, wait, I'm going to read. So now let's see what the rest of the story says. Hold on.
People saying Nick Cannon, he stepped into a very complicated and historical conversation and simplified it in a way that could be misleading. So to talk about this for a second, because this part really matters.
You know why they say an oversimplified statement that can be misleading? Because what Democrats want y'all to believe is that the Democrats were the ones that always cared about black people, and Republicans were the ones that hated black people. They want you to believe that the Republicans are the Klan, the Democrats are the nice ones. Now, the truth is the Republicans and Democrats are the Klan. But as far as which party, so what I do is I go to ChatGPT. Y'all might not want to take my word for it. So now when you look it up, it says, so I asked ChatGPT, I said, the Republican Party now I know all this information first, right? I go to ChatGPT so I can read it off because, you know, a lot of y'all love ChatGPT. That's your God. So I figured I'd read that off. So it says the Republican Party fought to end slavery, correct? This is ChatGPT's response. Yes. Historically, the Republican Party was the party that led the fight to end slavery in the United States, but the full picture needs some context so it's not misunderstood. Origins of the Republican Party. The Republican Party was founded in 1854. Its main purpose was to oppose the expansion of slavery into the new U.S. territories. So now, that means that before the Republican Party, it was just one party. The reason why you have a Republican Party is they were against the expansion of slavery. It says many early Republicans were abolitionists or strong anti-slavery. They won't teach you this in history. They'll make it seem like the Democrats were. It says Abraham Lincoln, a Republican, was elected in 1860 during the American Civil War. Freed enslaved people. Republicans in Congress pushed through the 13th Amendment, which officially ended slavery nationwide. Important context. It says important context, and then it has in parentheses, very important. Politics didn't stay that way forever. Over the next 100+ years, party ideologies and voters' base shifted significantly, especially during the 20th century, New Deal era, Civil Rights era. The Republican Party of the 1860s is not identical to the modern Republican Party. Same goes for Democrats. Bottom line, yes, the early Republican Party played a central role in ending slavery, but political parties evolved. So now, the reason why what Nick Cannon is saying is a true statement. The Republican Party was founded to oppose slavery. The part that most historians and Nick Cannon won't go into is that the reason why they opposed slavery was not that they cared about slavery. They cared about what came with slavery. As anybody would know, the southern states wanted to separate from the northern states, which would not be a problem if the southern states didn't have slaves. That's the piece of history they don't want you to know. So you have the 13 colonies. So let's say if the South goes from Virginia down, and then Virginia up is the North. Because Virginia down has the slaves, if they were to separate, let me back up a little bit. When they founded the 13 colonies and they had the Revolutionary War, the Revolutionary War was them gaining their freedom from the British colonies. So as they gained their freedom from the British colonies, now these colonies are free to themselves. So they got this whole big continent or big land called America. Before it's called United States, it's just the Americas, or it's just the indigenous lands. Expansion is going to happen because that's how the white man is. So now, if the southern states who want to have their own rules, have their own policies, if they were to break away from the northern states because they have the slaves, they would have more soldiers to fight for themselves, so then they would get more land in the Americas over the northern states. So the reason why the Republicans, or those that was anti-slavery, wanted to abolish slavery had nothing to do with wanting black people to be free, because when the Civil War was over, just tell me what rights did the Republicans grant the slaves? Nothing. Tell me what rights the Democrats granted the slaves? Nothing. Tell me what liberation did black people have after slavery was over, after the Civil War was over, after the Emancipation Proclamation, after they declared the end of slavery? What did they do for the slaves that they claimed that they were fighting for? So fighting to end slavery does not mean care for black people. That's a very important statement. Anybody can look up, Abraham Lincoln made a statement that said if he can end this war without freeing the slaves, he would do it. So never for a second think that the Republican Party or the Democratic Party cared about black people when it came to slavery. They only cared about the power that came with having slaves. Let that sizzle in your spirit. You got to think about that. So although Nick Cannon is making a true statement, the reason why people look at and even the people that are looking at the intricacies are really just looking for a way to defend the Democratic Party. That's why even ChatGPT, that's why you gotta, when you talk to ChatGPT, you gotta be specific about what you're looking for. Because even ChatGPT's response doesn't go into how nobody did. Let me see if I ask ChatGPT. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT. After Civil War, what did the Democratic or Republican Party do for the slaves? I'm gonna see what it says. Because what ChatGPT says is that they that parties change over time. So of course, when you think about the Republican Party today, the Republican Party, the way the Republican Party looks at black people, they look at black people like, I have to be blunt with them, like they just gonna tell you the truth. The way the Democratic Party looks at you like an alley cat, nothing more. Something that, you know, you have to spade and neuter. That's why Democrats are the ones that are for abortion. That's why Democrats are the ones that are for homosexuality. The Democratic Party are for anything that keeps you in a spade and neuter alley cat way. It doesn't allow you to grow, doesn't allow growth. The Republican Party being against abortion really helps black people. The Republican Party being against homosexuality really helps black people. But when they're against abortion and when they're against homosexuality, that's not for black people. They're against abortion because they don't want white people to be unalived. That's all. But like Heaven said, it's all corrupted. So when I asked them, it says, It says the Republican Party led most efforts to help formerly enslaved black people. It says Freedmen's Bureau, 1865, helped formerly enslaved people with food, housing, education, and legal aid. That's a lie. Then it says 13th Amendment ended slavery. This is why you got to be careful with these amendments. Because even though the 13th Amendment ended slavery, the 13th Amendment also said if you was a criminal, you could be enslaved. So what did they do to all the black people? They made sure they was criminals. That movie Life is indicative. That movie Life, that cop knew that Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence didn't commit the crime, but just said they committed the crime, gave them life. Now they picking the highways, they picking the railroads, they picking the roads. When you think about life after slavery, I always bring this up. Ice cream. Black people could not eat vanilla ice cream. That's how much being white meant to black people. To white people. You couldn't eat vanilla ice cream. You know why you niggas? Listen, I done broke the chains of slavery. Wait, listen, because I hate butter pecan ice cream. That's how you know. Listen, when you loving butter pecan ice cream is damn near in your DNA. Now, the reason why you like butter pecan ice cream is because butter pecan ice cream was made by black people because they wouldn't let us eat vanilla ice cream. Me, myself, I said, fuck the white man. I'm going to go eat that vanilla ice cream. I'm going to go eat that vanilla ice cream. I'm going to eat that shit. That shit going to be delicious. And I'm going to get my Tiff treats, chocolate chip cookies. Shout out to all the Tiff treat women. Shout out to all the Tiff treat women out there. And for you goddamn, what's the messed up? You damn cookie crumble women? Get y'all shit together. Two type of women. It's a Tiff treat woman. It's a cookie crumble woman. I feel sorry for you cookie crumble women, boy, because you cookie crumble women are monsters. But you Tiff treat women, shout out to y'all. And I'm gonna get that when I get to Houston. I'm getting me some Tiff treats ice cream. Jesus, that shit is so good. Tiff treats cookies. You put them shits in the microwave, and y'all know me. Listen, I ain't ate a snack all week, so I could fuck these cookies up when I get down to Texas. So that's the first subject. And again, if anybody want to chime in on the subject, the phone number to call is 862-224-9027. I'm going to keep this live stream open as long as y'all are interactive. So once I finish this next subject, if nobody calls in, live stream is over. But if y'all call in, live stream will continue. Next subject I want to go into, Erica Kirk. Erica Kirk is Charlie Kirk's widow. Charlie Kirk, of course, was unalived by another white man because the white man is the most violent man on the planet. The most violent man on the planet. Oh wait, let me give y'all. There's a surprise debate. I want to see if I can get the brother on the line. I'm gonna ask him if he's available for this debate. Let's see if I can get him. He don't know I'm calling him. This a whole sidebar. He don't know I'm calling him. All right, this a whole sidebar.
Shalom, sister.
Shalom, Yavshim Shabbatah. Is you watching me live, nigga?
We live?
Yeah, we live. But was you watching me live?
No.
Good, because I said it's a surprise call. So I got a debate. I want to know if you want to do it. They telling me.
Sign me up, nigga.
This is my nigga right here, man. So I just did. So when I was in Vegas last week, I did an interview with the digital Sean Kelly cat, right? And so I've been trying to get him. So I'm trying to get an interview with Tucker Carlson with Commander Jenny Hunt. I'm trying to get that done. I tried to get Nick Fuentes. But guess who wants a round 2 versus us? I said guess, man.
The Connections?
Yes.
No shit.
Yes. So the Connections, so Cliff and Stuart Connectional, who me and Tazaryach was on Matan's platform, and we beat the hell out of him. So I'm gonna send you the platform. It's this cat Sean Kelly. So Sean, the one I battled, the platform that I battled the Muslim guy on.
The Asian guy.
Yeah, he's white. Well, technically he's an Edomite. His mother's Asian. So he hit me up, Now, he wants to do it April 7th, which is next Tuesday. It'll be remote. I just don't know when I'm traveling back. So I might have to push it a couple of days, but it would be next week. So you down? You down?
So remote.
Yeah, so it'll be remote. Yep, it'll be remote.
What's the topic?
I didn't get a topic yet. I don't care what the topic is. Only topic I probably wouldn't accept is, are we the Israelites or not? Because I'm not I made a post. I'm not proving I'm an Israelite to people no more. Outside of that, whatever topic they want.
Yeah, let them prove that not Yahoo's the Israelites.
Yeah, right, exactly. When they do that, when they go challenge Netanyahu that he's an Israelite or not, then you can talk to me about it. Until then, you can't talk to me about that. So, but yeah, so I'm gonna put you down. So I'm gonna let them know, and then I'm gonna work out the date. Once I get more information, I'll hit you up.
Oh, well, Most High Christ, the water for the invite. I'm gonna pop in there like, so we meet again.
Yeah. Just don't threaten it. Don't tell them to punch you in the face or nothing like that or some shit, man.
I feel like it was warranted, but caught on the wrong card.
All right, don't sweat. I hit Texas at about 9 o'clock. I'm on the road now.
Okay, Carter Wakal. I'll slow it. I'll see you Wednesday.
Damn right. All right, shalom. You have some shabbat.
All
right. That was the great Captain Tazaryach of the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, man. So Charlie Kirk's wife, Erica Kirk. Do y'all know when she? Let me see if I can find this. Let me see if I can find this link. Link for Erica Kirk forgiving shooter. Let me see if I can get this link. Let's see if we can find it. Let's see. Well, I can't see the video. So it looked like, let me see if I can find it on the internet. I tried ChatGPT. ChatGPT couldn't find it. Let's see if they took it off of there. Let's see if they might have took it down. Erica Kirk. Forgives. There we go. Let's see if we can find this video. I'm gonna play this video. Listen to this video.
My husband, Charlie, he wanted to save young men, just like the one who took his life. My husband, Charlie.
Now, I want y'all to pay attention. Let me tell you something, man. If somebody unalive me, none of my wives better not ever come out and say none of this dumb shit she said. You better not ever say nothing like that.
He wanted to save young men.
Before I go forward to ill, it says, let me see this person's name. It says, to Lil 38, right? Lil 38 said, Cap, the TikTok needs you. You was the biggest influence to the young crowd on there. So now I'm always a people person, right? So here's what I'm gonna say. And I'm gonna we got 332 people in the chat. To the 332 people in chat, we're gonna do a bumper dump it for TikTok. I need my moderators to tally up the numbers. If y'all want me to give TikTok another shot, give me a 4. If you want me to shut TikTok, if you don't want me to give TikTok another shot, give me a 2. So 4 to give TikTok another shot, 2 to not give TikTok another shot. Just put the answers in the chat. Y'all let me know. If the 4s have it, I'll give it another shot. All right, I'm gonna keep playing. I need my moderators to tally up this score. Damn, the 4 is winning like a motherfucker. The 4s is winning like a mug.
Just like the one who took his life.
Now they applaud when Erica says my husband fought for young men like the one that took his life. Everybody applauded that. Keep going.
That young man. That young man.
Now she's trying to cry about that young man, calling him that young man.
On the cross, our Savior said, Father, forgive them, for they not know what they do. That man, that young man.
If I could, this bitch can't even cry. If I could. Let me tell y'all something. I'm going to tell y'all this, and I want y'all to pay attention to something. I want y'all to pay attention to this. And this is for you Christians and everybody. Have y'all ever seen a white person? Shout out to my man, Jimmy Johnson. What it do to you, brother? Appreciate the super chat donation. Have y'all ever seen a believable white person crying, praying, reading scriptures, or praising God? Have you ever seen a believable white person? I've never seen a believable white person crying, singing gospel, or praising God. I've never seen it. And this bitch is trying to cry. And the bitch can't even cry. Shout out to Siri. The bitch can't even cry. I'm gonna keep going.
I forgive him.
Oh, wait, let me bring that back.
Man. That young man. I forgive him. Man. That young man. I forgive him.
Now just think about that. This white woman forgave the man that took her husband, took someone's father, took all of them. And yet Druski, who has done every kind of skit you can imagine. Yeah, one of the funniest Druski skits. Druski did a skit about your job husband. And when he did a skit about the job husband, let me see if I can find this skit. Druski's a funny nigga, man. Druski did this skit. Hold on. Druski did job husband. Druski did this skit so good, made me want to make all my women quit their fucking job. Watch this shit right here.
Stop. I'm trying to fuck you.
Now look, that's the job husband, yo. Look at the job husband, and look how she treat the job husband when the job husband get up there. Watch this shit, watch this.
Stop. I'm trying to fuck you.
You ain't gonna clap me in? You ain't gonna clap me in? You gonna make me put it in? You in that bowl.
Look, they playing games. Get it. Look, get it. Get it. They playing games at the job. Look, hold on. This how funny Druski is. Druski's skit. When y'all say Druski is a white man, I don't know what that means. Druski got a white daddy? Y'all gotta let me know. Now, if whether Druski got a white daddy or not, well, it do matter as far as calling him my brother, but it don't matter as far as the skit goes. So you gotta let me. Somebody just send me the link. Send it to 862-224-9027. It says, I heard Druski showed his grandfather during a response video who is a white man. Woo! That you gotta be on the mama side. Because if Druski ain't one of us, he ain't one of us, but the skit's still funny. All right? So now, but you got to send me the link. Like, don't stop texting in the chat. Send me the proof. Don't put that white charge on them unless it's on the father's side. All I need is the proof. Listen, I'll give you, listen, y'all know me. I say Bob Marley. I tell y'all another person you got to look up. Frederick Douglass. You want something to sizzle in your spirit real bad? Frederick Douglass' daddy is a white man. That's what history say. So I just send the proof to me. I'll read it out loud. Just send the proof to me. So if you got the proof, until then, Freddie Douglass, his daddy's white. The reason why he has a Douglass because his mama married a black man, and that's who he took the name of. But just send me the proof, I'll read it. So now, Druski's skits is so funny. Like that skit about the work husband make a nigga be like, who the fuck you talking to at the job? What nigga just talk? Listen, I know a sister asked me for counsel one time. And when she asked me for counsel, she said her husband, now she called me immediately because her husband blacks out on her. And she said, Cap, now I'm being honest with my man. I'm coming to my man to tell him that I was at the job and one of the guys at my job found out that I was left-handed and he left-handed too. And so he looking up all this information about left-handed people. And when I start telling him the story, the first thing he says is, that man is trying to holler at you. Now, and she says, I don't talk to him, nothing like that. We ain't never had that type of relationship, never went to lunch, never did none of that. But he tripping because he said that. And so I said to the sister, I said, sis, so you really think that this man finds out that you left-handed, and because you left-handed, you really believe that he's looking up all this information because he's left-handed too? She said, yeah, I believe that. I said, sister, there's a reason why we call women naive. I said, your husband, he might have went overboard with the way that he reacted, but he's just telling you what's true. I said, so, you want to go to him? Maybe I have a conversation. Maybe you tell him he shouldn't have talked to you like that. So I give her the rest of the counsel, yada, yada, yada. Maybe 2 weeks later, she called me back. 2 weeks later, she called me back and said that same man that looked up all this information about being left-handed put on her desk a cup of a cup of Reese's, because apparently she liked Reese cups. He finds out that she liked Reese cups. He put the Reese cups on her cubicle and asked her if she would like to go out. And so I said, so your husband ain't really that crazy, is he? No, but I didn't think. I said, yeah, you ain't gonna think because you naive, you simple. You really think this nigga's interested in you because you left-handed and he left-handed. No, he offering you dick. That's what he was offering you. I said, now, did you apologize to your husband? She said, yeah, I apologize. I said, you're going to listen to him next time. The next time he say something and warn you out, a man, you're going to listen. Because now, if this was reversed, let me tell you how crazy women are. Women so damn crazy that if a woman says, listen, if a woman, if you order it, if you at the store with your woman, let's say if you at let's make a better scenario. Let's say if you at the restaurant with your woman and you got a female waitress. If that female waitress is too nice to you as a waitress, just doing her job to get a tip, and she walk away, the woman gonna be like, oh, I guess you like that bitch, huh? The bitch still smiling at you. That's how women react over the waitress doing her job. But they blind to a nigga saying, oh, you left-handed, I'm left-handed too. Look up that information. But that's how good Druski does that skit. And Druski do skits on Christians, Israelites, everybody. And Erica Kirk is losing her mind over this skit. Man, shout out to Robert Gilliam, man. That brother just sent me a nice super chat. Nice cash app, brother, for the trip. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. I appreciate that greatly. That's going to go to my next Starbucks and gas. Thank you, brother. But so Erica Kirk can forgive the man that unalived. Hold on, can forgive the man that unalived her husband, but she can't forgive a comedian for the joke. Somebody sent me a video. Man, why you send me this shit trying to demonetize my damn live stream, man? Listen, don't send me a picture. Let me do it myself. Let me chat. Let me do it to myself. Let me do it myself. I asked y'all to send me a link with information. The man that sent me the link on Druski being right is a YouTube picture. That's not information. I'm glad you ain't on my research team. Because being on my research team, you got to get real information.
There are police reported ahead.
Druski has a white grandfather. I can't believe that man said. Boy, I'm glad you ain't part of my team. Let me see. It says, following a March 2026 skit parodying conservative women, comedian Druski faced backlash and subsequently posted photos of a white man identifying him as his grandfather. It says, while some controversy exists regarding the specific identity of the man in the photo, the viral moment was driven by Druski as the man supposed to be his grandfather. Let me see if this is true. Let me just see. It said, this is 2 days on Complex. It says, no, Druski did not reveal he has a white grandfather after conservative woman in skit. It says, by now you've seen Druski's latest skit, which finds a company parody. He has done skits in the past. Let me see. Amid the discourse brought on Druski's latest slew. However, it says, social media posts claiming they have responded in predictable reaction, revealing a white. Make sure I'm going the right way. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. However, that is not true. While Druski did a follow, so I'm trying furthermore, supposed to Druski has now confirmed the complex man. Now, thank you. The complex that the man is not indeed his grandfather. The man was actually Druski's neighbor back when he was a kid. Stop lying. Listen, man, y'all gotta stop. For all you dumbass niggas that was putting that shit in the comment section, just do research, ladies and gentlemen. It was his neighbor, not his grandfather. Jesus Christ, man. Do research first. Do research. Google. I did this while driving. I did a simple Google search. And the Google search said it was his white man that he grew up with. His neighbor. Jesus Christ, man. Y'all gotta listen, man. Listen. Don't go too crazy out there. All right? So, yeah, while driving. That's right. Now, another thing I want to prepare y'all for, because there was a white comedian that made an excellent point. The white comedian made an excellent point. He said, comedy is comedy. You got to get out your feelings when they do it. So expect a white person to do a skit on black people. Expect it. And y'all black people bet not. Now, if it's done in blackface, like, here's the difference. When the Trump administration highlighted Barack Obama and Michelle Obama, that was racist because of who did it. It wasn't meant as comedy. It was meant as a specific stab to call Barack Obama and Michelle Obama monkeys. But if a comedian does a skit on black people, gonna have to let that shit slide. Like I was saying in my, listen, when in that movie Tropic Thunder, when Robert Downey Jr. played a white guy, in the movie Tropic Thunder, here's how comedically funny what Robert Downey Jr. did was in Tropic Thunder. Robert Downey Jr. did not play a black guy in Tropic Thunder. Robert Downey Jr. played a white guy in a movie that was a movie about making a movie that he decided to play a black guy in. That's how funny that shit was. In the movie, he's white, but he goes through a cosmetic surgery to be black for the movie. That's how funny that shit was. And I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That shit was funny. I watch that shit all the time. He's like, what do you mean, you people? He was like, you got any tips? Any tips? Cause you know, I'm trying to swell up too. You got any tips? Give me that goddamn map. He said, we lost. We fucking lost, man. We big time lost, man. He said, hey, and the fucked up part was they made the actual black guy gay. They said, what's the girl name? The girl said, and then the black guy said, Nance. He said, you go step right up to it. He said, hold on, what the fuck? Nance, what the fuck you mean, Nance? He said, no, he said Lance. I'm sorry. They said, what's the guy's name? He said, what's the girl's name? He said, Lance. Everybody said, what the fuck? What the fuck you mean, Lance? And then the black guy's like, nah, I said Nance. I ain't said Lance. He said, don't worry about it. It's Hollywood, man. Everybody gay once in a while. Like, he played the shit out of that black guy. Did the whole Good Times role. He said, well, now we up in the big leagues. Getting out turn that bet. he said, I'll give me some hog maul. You gotta get up. Yo, comedy is comedy, man. You got to get out your feelings. Hey, so now, if the 4-1, right? So being that the 4-1, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna see. So I'm gonna do a quick test, because ain't nobody called the show, so I'm gonna end the live. Yeah, I'm gonna end the live, because y'all ain't calling, so I'm gonna end the live. But being that the 4-1, so that means I have to give TikTok another shot. Now, here's the rules for giving TikTok another shot. If I do a live stream, and they get up in there and they calling me the N-word like it's going out of style, now, and here's the caveat that I have to do. Here's what I have to do. Caller, hold on 1 second. Here's the caveat that I have to do. The caveat that I have to do, I have to turn off auto accept. So what I'm gonna need, since y'all want me to go back on TikTok, I'm gonna need either maybe one of my moderators to message me on TikTok so I can make you a mod on my channel, because the way TikTok works, once I turn the auto accept, when I turn the auto accept off, that means I have to add people. So as I'm doing this live stream now, I don't have time to hit the auto accept. Excuse me, I don't have to time to hit the request and bring people up. Heaven said, don't make me get TikTok. I don't have time to bring them up. Also, if they're rude, I also don't have time to mute them and kick them down if they're rude. So I'm gonna need some moderators. So I need some people to participate if I'm gonna do the TikTok. So if y'all can team up with me, the way that my moderators have been amazing, like y'all guys are amazing on YouTube. I have the best moderators. Listen, even Mika been behaving like Mika been behaving for about 5 days, y'all. Mika been doing good for 5 days. That's the longest streak she's had. 5 days. Even Mika behaving. So y'all been the best. So I'm gonna need y'all help. So tomorrow when I go live, I'm gonna go live on TikTok, but I'm gonna need some moderators. All right. All right. So the first caller, 917. What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, guys? James from Florida.
Hey, what's going on, brother? You got a question or comment?
Nah, man. I was just trying to keep you on the line.
And you know what's crazy? Wait, you know what's crazy?
I ain't got nothing to say.
And when you call, what's crazy? You call and somebody else called right after.
Oh yeah, see?
Yeah.
Well, once you throw in the we got a long, baby.
Well, somebody else
you
called.
Got a long ride. You got a long ride. You might as well rock with us.
Hold on 1 second. Caller, hold on. All right, so I'm gonna leave. So I'll leave you on the line if you get a question, but I'm gonna take the next call. All right?
No. I just like I said, man. I'm just trying to keep going. You guys
did a good job. You did a good job because
My
you got
man.
other people to call. All right, no sweat. All right,
There you go. Peace,
all right,
brother.
peace, brother. 405-394.
Shalom, brother.
Hey, Shalom, you got a question or comment?
Nah, man, just trying to keep it rolling, man. Keep it rolling, man.
That shit is crazy, man. That shit is crazy. I appreciate the call, brother. I appreciate it.
No, but I do got one question though.
Okay. All right. Jesus Christ? Wait. Caller, hold on.
Interview.
Go ahead. You said I didn't hear what you said. Say that again.
I want to know. I don't know if you said it or not, but when is that interview with 607 coming out?
Now that I'm not sure. The turnaround is usually like 1 to 2 weeks. So we shot it last Sunday. So if not this week, maybe next week it'll come out.
All right. Good money.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you stay on the highway, brother.
Hey, thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man.
Shalom.
Hey, shalom. All right, next caller, 251-413.
Shalom, Cap.
Hey, shalom, brother. You got a question or comment?
Yeah, I got a few of them. I'm gonna keep it short.
No, go ahead, take your time. What's your questions, man?
All right. This Sunday, I got a call. I was asleep. I drive a truck, and a pastor from a church called me with somebody questioning about the Bible and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he want me to come in and get the preacher and minister and deacon a class. About I just need like a starter point.
Caller, hold on. You say he wants you to teach a class, is what you said?
He want me to come in and present. Like practically, because somebody came in church and was questioning them, before service, and he didn't know how to answer the question, so he called me.
Where you live at?
And so I stay in Mobile, Alabama.
I'm gonna get you a number for a brother. I want you to text me. I want you to text.
I got 2 espressos too.
Hey, brother, you got to. For the brother with the espressos, can you mute your mic? Whoever the brother getting espressos. I think that's him. So what I want you to do when this live is over, just text me. I'm gonna give you a number to call for that area, and then he'll help you out with the church. All right.
All right.
Hold on. Wait. Hold on 1 second. Hey, you was ordering your whole coffee over there. Hold on 1 second. What was your other question?
Now I wanted to know about the 607. Did y'all get into? Did you knock the Sophia out of him, or did you just keep it moderate?
I slammed the book. We got into it in the beginning, and then it ended up settling down at the end.
Oh man, hey, I said, boy, I know.
Caller, hold on. Y'all calling now.
Man, so my last statement is when Wack got into it with that Jewish boy, the first thing he said was, I deal with reputable, honorable men like Captain Tazaryach.
That's right.
So, you should take that as, when they get back in the corner, they always come back home, man.
Yeah, what's good about that too is because for all the people that said I should not have dealt with Wack 100, for all the people that said dealing with Wack 100 and the 100 side and the brothers and sisters over there was a waste of time, but then you see the relationship that I built with all of them, you see where it's at today. So that's the proof that it wasn't a waste of time.
Yeah, and for him to throw you in like that, like, man, you look Jewish boy, but I know a real Israelite.
That's right, because he do. And I'm the real Israelite that he know. That's right.
That speaks volumes.
Absolutely.
I'm done, Cap. Appreciate the advice.
Hey,
I'll text you.
Brother. Yeah, text me. I'm going to give you a number, all right?
Info.
All right, no sweat. Rasa, you there?
All right. Shalom, Cap.
Hey, I'm good to go, man. You had a question or comment?
No, real quick. I got a quick comment.
Okay.
You pronounced my name wrong, too, man. It's Raz.
Okay, Raz. Okay, on the phone, it's Rasii. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Raz Z. But, all right. So, Robert Downey Jr., boy, he hilarious. He
is.
He did a skit when he did like this woke comedic dude. You got to check that joint out.
Send it to me.
It's great.
Yeah,
I sent it to you. Check it out.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to check it out. Okay.
All right, man.
All right, no sweat. All right, brother. Peace. All right. Next caller. It says Rian Lustoff.
Oh yeah. Hey, what's up, Cap?
What's up?
I had called in once before, but this time you said something very interesting yesterday. A brother called in about reincarnation,
Right.
and I heard you say like, I guess when we die, we come back as Israelite.
Hold on one second.
So,
hold on one second. What I said was, if you're an Israelite now, you come back as an Israelite. Like whatever your tribe is today, that's your tribe forever.
So the reason why I had that question, the reason why it was so interesting to me is like growing up, I used to go to church, you know, as a kid, but I stopped going. But my whole life, literally since a kid, like 7, 8, just all the way up, every day, not every day, but throughout my life, there would be, you know, different strangers that would always come up to me and always tell me that God told them to tell me something. I mean, you know, it'd be like, you know, God told me to tell you that he loves you, he's watching you. So my whole life I've always been hearing that. And I could be with a group of dudes, like, you know, all my homies, and they would literally single me. I could be on a bus, it don't matter where I'm at. That would always happen. Then in 2013, I was approached by this white dude, and it was kind of weird because like we were in the same, I drive trucks. So we were doing owner-operator class, and we were like hanging out that day, you know, and then he said that he was compelled to let me know. He said, and he told me the same thing, but this time it was different because it was the first time I ever heard of an Israelite. He told me that I was an Israelite, and he told me that God told him to let me know who I am, and I am originally a Jew. So I didn't listen to him. You know,
hold on.
I wasn't really ready for that at the time. And then later in my life, it's like I noticed that when I hear the word of God, I can tell when it's hard to explain, so I just really can't explain it, but I feel it.
Let me ask you a question. Do you keep the commandments of God?
I don't even know them, but I think I am. I don't know. Look, here I am. But when I listen to you speak, it's like most of the things that either I've done or God has told me.
Okay, so
it's just kind of a weird.
Okay, so let me hold on one second. Caller, hold on. Okay, before I answer your question, I just got to read this super chat. Shout out to the super chat. As one of the reasons that men get multiple wives is because they're not satisfied in their relationship with the first wife, or they just greedy. Cap. Shanae Howard asked this question. Most of the reason men get multiple wives is because they want to. Some men, not all men, desire more than one wife. It has nothing to do with the first wife not satisfying them. Getting a second wife has nothing to do with not being satisfied with the woman. It's just if you're attracted to another woman and you decide to take her on as a wife, you do. So, and you're not being responsible, then you're right. There is greed with it. That's why there's a warning: do not multiply wives to yourselves, that it take your heart away from the Lord. I always warn brothers from getting one wife because of the great responsibility that comes with it before you even get two. I oftentimes tell brothers that they're not fit for a second wife. Most men that come to me to have one wife and they're looking for a second wife, half of them turn down when I give them my counsel. But most of the time, when I'm turning them down, it has nothing to do with the wife that they have. It has to do with them. Like, you have to be built up yourself as a man to understand the responsibility that comes with getting more than one woman. Even like Siri put in the chat, there's more women than men, so y'all gonna have to share your man. It just comes with the territory. But women have to understand first that if a man gets another wife, it has nothing to do with you. There's nothing wrong with you. It's just that you pick the man that desires other women. There's men out there that only desire one, but there's also men out there that desire more than one. So it has nothing to do with anything wrong with the first wife. Now, does that mean that there are some occasions where that woman, here's where a man will get another woman because of the first wife. There's scenarios where if a man is satisfied with that one woman, but that one woman is argumentative and nagging, and he may not even be looking for another wife. And then there comes along another woman whose voice is so soft and sweet, and he desires that because he's not getting any soft and sweetness at home. And so that could be a reason that he does it. But for the most part, they get another woman just because they desire another woman. All right? Now back to you, brother. What I was asking you when you said the commandments, I want to make it simple. So when you made it, the way that you made it was extremely magical. You made it magical in the sense that these random people is coming to you telling you that you're a child of God, that you're an Israelite. But you never made that real life. Because if they told you you was an Israelite, you should, the first question I asked you, do you keep the commandments? Because the Bible says, fear God and keep the commandments. This is the whole duty of man. So until you, knowing that you're an Israelite, get into class, learn what it means to keep the commandments, learn what it means to obey God, learn what it means to be who you are, you're just a man living a dream. And the Bible says, dreams uplift fools. So you don't want to be, and I'm not calling you a fool like you're like that. I'm just saying that's what the verse actually says. The verse says, dream uplift fools. So you don't want to live in a dream. You don't want to live in a dream world. You want to live in reality. So the reality is the Lord is trying to awaken you to who you are, and you keep running from it. Yeah, you can call in. Anybody can call. The number to call in is 862-224-9027. All right. So you want to make it reality. So what I would suggest you do, say, here's what I do to all my callers. Where do you live?
Oh, you gave me the number. I just haven't called.
So
I haven't.
That's further proof. That's further proof that you want to be in the matrix. I'll use that term. You don't want to be free.
Yeah.
You don't want to be free from the matrix. You don't want to serve the Most High. Hold on. Hey, caller, my phone lines are full. I'm about to hang up with this caller and then call me back. Oh, damn. Damn. All the lines hung up. Hold on, wait. I'll say, just call me back. All right. Hold on. Caller, hold on. Damn, every last call hung up and shit, man. I don't know why. Hold on, let me see if I can. Damn. Hold on. I apologize. These calls keep, I don't know what's up with my phone, but the calls was jamming up. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. 602, this ain't Omar, is it?
No.
All right, hold on. Caller, hold on. Hey, I apologize for the callers. I don't know why my phone did that the calls broke off. But if y'all call back, I'll gladly take your calls. To the last caller, hold on. To the last caller that I was talking to, I can't call you back just yet, but get in class, call the number. So the next call I'm going to take, and if the order gets messed up a little bit, I apologize. But the first caller that had called back was 602-647.
Yo, what up, Cap?
Hey, what's up, man? You got a question or comment?
Yeah, I've been watching for a while. I just wanted to get the number for Phoenix.
Okay, hold on one second. It's going to be 619. Hold on. People keep calling. I'm trying to get to it. Hold on.
Oh, good. I got to pull up my notes. Hold on.
All right, I got the number ready. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
619-259-1083. If you call and get the voicemail, just give a text, all right?
All right, we'll do it. One quick question, Cap. In your opinion, is it required to have to go to class to be able to become learned on the word, or if somebody's like heart is inside the Bible and they dedicate themselves to reading, and they are blessed with that understanding, can they share that among their brothers or like confirm that without class, or how does that work?
No, the Bible says before you can first be a teacher, you must first be taught. So nobody can teach.
Okay.
Nobody can teach themselves. So you have to go to class.
And what are the circumstances for being taught other than, being introduced by another Israelite brother or pastor?
Being introduced, well, pastors don't know the Bible. Being introduced.
Okay.
Being introduced to being an Israelite is not class. You have to get in class and get taught. And you got to be taught milk first. You're not even taught meat first. You're taught the very basics. Mm-hmm. And as you elevate, you learn more. So everything starts with class, all right?
Understood.
All right, no sweat. Appreciate it, brother.
Yes, sir.
All right. Hopefully they hung up. All right, caller, hold on. All right, for the next set of people, if I don't take your call right away, it's because I can only do 5 lines at a time, and all my calls are full. So if you're listening, as the call drops, you can call back, all right? So the next person in the queue is, it says Omar Penny on my phone.
Greetings, Cap. How are you?
I'm all right, yourself?
I'm well. Good to hear from you.
All right.
I just had a quick question.
Okay.
I'm located in Nashville, and I want to know how I can get in contact with the Nashville school.
Nashville. I'm going to give you a number right now.
Please.
Yeah, hold up.
And I got my notes. Ready.
That's perfect. All right, let me know when you're ready.
Now.
615-596-7713.
Gratitudes.
Appreciate it, brother.
All right. Thank you.
All right, thank you, man. Appreciate it. All right, next call. It says
there are police reported ahead.
It says there are police reported ahead. The next call, it says Gorman Granson.
Yes.
What's going on, man?
Shalom, King.
Hey, shalom, brother.
All right. So my question is about Adam and Eve.
Right.
You said Adam was a group of people, right?
I didn't say Adam was a group of people. I said Adam was alive.
No, I mean, when God made Adam, he made a group of people and called their name Adam.
No, that's not what Genesis 5 is talking about. Genesis 5 is talking specifically about Adam and his wife and their line. Specifically, the line of promise. In Genesis, the 5th chapter, when it says call their name Adam, it doesn't mention Cain in Adam's lineage, because that's not the point. Because Adam's oldest son is Cain, but when it says Adam begat, it says Adam begat Seth. And then it talks about Seth's line. It doesn't talk about Cain's line. So the point of Genesis 5 is about Adam and his line that will become the sons of God. To Genesis 1, when mankind was created, that's everybody outside of Adam.
So the Adam that went out to till the garden, it was just an individual?
It was a man that the Lord picked, but he came from a tribe of people.
Oh, but we don't know what that people, the name of that people.
No.
Oh, so the Eve,
right?
The Eve is a only single woman.
No, Eve was someone from his tribe also. Eve was already alive. You notice how Adam calls Eve his flesh and bone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Flesh and bone symbolizes family. That's why the first thing Adam says, after the Lord gives Adam the wife, it says he closed up the flesh. What that closed up the flesh means is that you don't marry outside of your flesh. You can only marry those of your tribe. Like how black people, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians can only marry within their tribe. The flesh and bone just symbolize family. You see Jacob and Laban use it. You see the children of Israel use it with King David when they say, behold, we are thy bone and thy flesh. So that's what that means. It doesn't mean that Eve, okay, I'm listening.
Oh, this is my last question. Sorry to cut you, man.
No, you good.
So when Adam fell, was it just an individual or was it a whole tribe?
When Adam fell, that was him and his wife that fell. The other nations that existed outside were already living wrong. Like they wouldn't. So you see the children of Israel, right? When the after the everything I'm gonna talk about now is after the flood, so you can understand before the flood. So you're familiar with Abraham after the flood, right?
Yeah.
So Abraham has Isaac, Isaac has Jacob. Jacob becomes the 12 tribes of Israel. They're told they can only marry within their race. They're the ones given the law, statute, commandments. As they're living their life, the Egyptians exist, the Canaanites exist, the Ethiopians exist, they all exist. So that's the same thing before the flood. Other nations existed, but the Lord chose Adam out of the nations to put his name on. Gave him a wife, Eve. They had a child, they disobeyed God. They got punished. They go live outside of the garden. Cain unalives his brother. Cain says, all that see me will slay me, because there was other people there. He then goes to the land of Nod, gets a wife. So there's other people living outside of Adam. But Adam is the one that was told to obey God and broke the laws of God and got punished for breaking those laws of God.
Oh man, all right. Because so what do you mean when he said he put Adam to sleep?
To put Adam to sleep is to make you unaware. When you read Isaiah 29, I think it's Isaiah 29 and 10, when the Lord says, he have poured upon you the spirit of deep sleep, your prophets and seers, his eyes he has covered. Being put to sleep just means you're unaware. You're not aware of what you're doing, because at that time, all Adam was doing was working. Adam was tilling the ground, naming the animals. He was doing work. And the Lord said, it's not good that he should be alone. I'm going to give him a helpmeet. So Adam was unaware that he was going to get a wife. That's what the sleeping is talking about. It's not surgery. Because when you read Genesis, the first chapter, mankind is created on the 6th day, male and female on the 6th day. On the 7th day is when you hear of Adam. Because Adam is already alive. Go ahead. You said your last question. Go ahead.
Yeah. All right. In with a parallel between Adam and the 12 sons of Jacob. The Jacob boys, they went out and get women. They were not Israelites. So would it be the same as Adam getting women that are not from his tribe?
No, because the better parallel would not be Adam and Eve, but Abraham and Isaac. Meaning, Abraham makes sure that Isaac went to a Shemitic tribe. And Isaac made sure that Jacob went to a Shemitic tribe. So, of course, there's no Israelites because Israelites didn't exist. Now, some of the Israelites, some of the 12 tribes did marry not like Hamite women. Like Joseph married Aseneth, who's an Egyptian. So the Israelites didn't exist at that time.
Because it say Adam, he get a wife from men. He took the rib from men. So I'm thinking he get the wife from the other men that are not from the.
No, he got a wife from his tribe. That's why he says, when he says man shall leave, man shall leave mother and father, because he had a mother and father. That's why it says that. He has a mother. The daughters of men was marrying, meaning like those sons that came from Adam and Seth were marrying daughters that were not their tribe. And that was the sin that they committed.
There are police reported ahead.
Caller, hold on.
Eve came from men that were not from Adam people.
You can't prove that. Here's what I can prove. What I can prove is that Adam called Eve his flesh and bone, and then I can show where Jacob and Laban were called flesh and bone because they were related. I could read that the 12 tribes were related because they called themselves flesh and bone as well. So I can read that.
Yeah.
You can't read what you're saying.
Okay.
All right?
Okay, all right. Thank you, man.
Hey, no problem. Appreciate it, man. Next caller, it says 813-735.
Hello, do you hear me?
Hold on one second. To the person calling, the number you want to call, to the person fresh kid, you should be calling 862-224-9027.
There are police reported ahead.
813-735. Yes, I hear you.
Okay, I'm calling from Florida.
All right.
And I have a few questions.
All right, what's your questions?
Okay, so my mom had like a huge disagreement yesterday, and basically he's like a super unbeliever. He thinks the Bible took inspiration from Egyptian mythology.
Okay.
And basically, I didn't know too much about the Bible myself, but I wanted to prove him wrong.
Okay. Well, you know,
so I had no idea
part of the
how to disprove him.
Okay. Well, part of the reason you don't know the Bible that well, what's your ethnicity?
I'm black. I'm an Israelite.
Gotcha.
My cousins told me I was Israelite.
Gotcha. But part of the reason you don't know the Bible well is because you're not in class. And then the biggest part about it is, like, you call me and you want me to arm you up to defend against your mother's husband, but that's not going to work well.
No, they're not married, but
are they having?
They should get married. And also, I do want to get in class.
Young man, if they're having sex, they're married to God. That's why.
Oh.
All right. So now, and it's good that you want to get in class. I wouldn't challenge your mother's husband until you get in class, because then you'll be able to arm yourself up. Because debating and arguing the Bible, we should give God more honor. And the way you give God honor is that you don't just pick up a verse and battle on that verse. You go get in class, arm yourself up. Your wife, your mother's husband will be there for a long time. You can get in class, and in 2 weeks, you'll get armed up with being able to beat your father, being able to beat your mother's husband. But if you just call me, and then I give you a scripture here or there, and then you go out and battle, and then when he beat your ass, you come back and say, Cap, I said this to him, but then he said this, and I didn't know what to do, and then he said this, and I didn't know what to do, and then I didn't know what to do, and I'm going to tell you, do you know what I'm going to say? Did you get in class, brother? I started to get in class, but then, some shit came up, and I couldn't do it. That's what's going to happen. Caller, hold on. So it's better to get in class first before you go battle anybody. Hold on one second, too. To Fresh Kid, are you calling? What number are you calling from, Fresh Kid? I'll call you, Fresh Kid. Put the number in the chat. So if you want the number, you said you're in Florida, right?
Yep.
So if you want the number for Florida, I can give you the number for Florida.
All right, I'm ready.
Hold on, I gotta get it. Hold on, let me get it for you. All right, it's 904 405. Yeah, 405 5183.
All
right.
All right, thank you.
Hey,
Can I ask a few more questions, sir?
Yeah, 1 second. To Fresh Kid, if you put your number in the chat, Fresh Kid, I'll call you myself. What's your questions?
All right, so my mom is also a huge Christian, but
caller, hold on.
It's better to get in class first before you go battle anybody.
Hello?
Wait, hold on a second.
So, Fresh Kid, are you calling? What number are you calling from?
This is my home phone number, and I don't want to interrupt anybody if I have to.
Hold on, dude. Hold on. Wait, I'm gonna have to call that person back. To the brother from Florida, hold on 1 second. Yeah, hold on a second, brother. There we go. All right, so the brother from Florida, what's your question?
All right, so my mom is also a Christian, but she's not really sure what to believe about it anymore.
Right.
And I kind of want her to get in class as well, but I don't know the better way to convince her.
1 second. Siri is correct. She said, see how smooth this is? TikTok would have been sheer confusion. The way that you get her in class is by you getting in class. You can't you can't tell her to be an Israelite when you're not doing what it takes to be an Israelite. That's how you inspire by actions, not by words. So let's say you start getting in class, you start going to class, and you say, man, I went to class today, they taught me this, blah, blah, blah. Ma, you should come and at least ask your questions and get your questions answered. And it might inspire her to come because she could say, well, my son is changing his life, and my son is obeying God, and this is what got him obeying God. Let me at least go to one class with him. So she's not going to follow until you do it. I'm going to fight all of y'all if you can in the chat, just FYI. But go ahead.
I feel like she would come, but I think what she struggles with the most is knowing what the truth is. Like, she needs that guidance. She needs to know the truth about her people, and that's what she doesn't know.
You're her guide, brother. But until you go to class, you can't tell her nothing. You got
husband would come as well, because like he's a super black guy. Like he knows a lot about our history. He called us the first people. Right. But he's not a believer.
But brother, all of that is answered by you getting in class. That's the answer to all your problems. Because you know you're an Israelite. You got the pro-black man, you got the Christian woman. You want them to be inspired. You're hold up. The reason why they're not learning is because of you. The Lord gave you knowledge to know to do something about it. If you don't do nothing about it, it's your fault. Now, once you go to class and then invite them and they don't come, then it's their fault. But you're the first one in that house that has the knowledge. Do something about it.
Honestly, my mom had it first, but you're right.
The water.
I appreciate it, Cap.
Hey, no sweat, brother. Take care. All right. Next, you too. Next person, it says Wayne Payne.
You still want me to hold on?
Is this you're not? If you're not Wayne Payne, it's not your turn yet. All right, Wayne Payne, you there?
Yeah, shalom.
Hey, shalom, brother. What's going on?
Man, I just had a quick question regarding the Sabbath, on really understanding on the do's and don'ts. Because I had heard some information from one people that put me on to the truth, and you know, we wasn't supposed to cook or anything, and then I heard your breakdown on just using, like, say, electric or anything that's with a fire. So you know, the heat. Right. So I was just trying to get an understanding on that.
Yeah, you just simplify, brother. Whatever your job is, whatever your slavery is, you don't do that. You do whatever you want.
Okay. So anything like working now, sports.
You go, listen, if you go play sports on the Sabbath, that is not your slavery. If you go to the gym, that is not a slavery. You go to the park, you take your kids to the park, that is not a slavery. That is not servile work. That is what you choose to do on your day off. That's your day. That's why God made it.
I cut hair, so I stopped working.
Yeah, God created it for
like
you.
I don't cut hair on.
Listen, let me tell you, let me wait. First, I want to give you major fucking props out. You know how many brothers refuse to stop? You know how many brothers struggle and will still cut hair on the Sabbath because you know what they're gonna say? That's my biggest day.
That's the biggest day,
right?
For real.
And it's such a fucking weakness because you don't think the Lord knows that's your biggest day, and so you know what He'll give you? He'll give you Tuesday your biggest day. He'll give you Wednesday your biggest day.
I work Sunday through Friday, but He make my Sunday and Monday boom so much.
That's what I'm saying. So. Like that, your faith can't be in Saturday. Your faith can't be in that. Your faith got to be in the Most High. Like I'm gonna make a clip out of this, like, cause barbers kill me. Cause barbers will come to me and say, "Cap, I gotta cut on a Saturday because that's the biggest day," and I'll be like, "Damn, you don't think the Lord will give you another day? It's just a day."
When I stopped on Saturday, I was like, probably a year or two just becoming a new barber. But when I stopped on that Saturday, probably a year later, I got my first shop, and I've just been on ever since then. So
Christ, man.
It's no excuse.
That's right.
No excuse.
I
Okay.
applaud
So that's what I was just getting, man. So okay.
All right.
So, but on the spending money part, only like I heard you earlier say something, but it was just like y'all traveling, so it's like it's kind of like emergency.
Yeah, you want to look at you want to look at this. Yeah, you want to look at the spirit of what you're doing. If in the spirit, like when David ate the showbread, that was unlawful, but they was hungry. So on the Sabbath, if like as we're traveling, if it's the Sabbath, that's different. We're traveling. Like when we go to camp on the Sabbath, we paying tolls, we get gas, we gonna get some water, we gonna get something to eat because we're out there doing the work. So you want to look at it. So if it's avoidable, you avoid it.
And sometimes, like, that's crazy you say that. Like, I don't know, maybe I have to go out to somewhere.
And let me add one more thing.
I have no game.
And let me add one more thing. This Sabbath law is not the servant's law. That Sabbath law was written for the bosses, for the merchants. It's not for us. Right? Yeah, that's for the people that open their businesses. That's for them. You the worker. You're not breaking a Sabbath because you don't own the business. That's not like laws. Laws have departments. Laws have categories. So that is a merchant's law. That is not the servant's law. That is not the buyer's law. That's for the seller. The one that's selling cannot sell on the Sabbath. So when that person has their business open on the Sabbath, they are profaning the Sabbath.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Come on, man. I appreciate you, man. I've been writing you too, but I'm not be bugging you. I'm like, man, I'm gonna just call in and say something to him. So okay.
Got you covered.
You gave me the number, so I'm gonna give it a call. I'm out in Oklahoma. So.
All right, no sweat. Make sure you give it a call, man.
All right.
All right, brother.
All right. Shalom, safe travels.
Hey, thank you, brother. I appreciate it. All right. It says Mason on my phone.
Shalom, Cap.
Hey, shalom, brother. You got a question or comment?
Yeah, I did. I had two questions. One pertaining to the last caller, like so, because I spoke with you like when about this. I do Uber or whatever. So
caller, hold on.
And the situation is kind of messed up right now, so I'm trying to make extra ends. So, but I kind of like the way you just put it that way. Like I kind of don't even want to do it like on the on the Sabbath anymore because it's like the way you put it that way. The Lord gonna do it. He gonna make something happen for me. But although you I've spoken to you about it before, my living situation is kind of different. So you're right. So. Just in that instance, just to say, like, because when I do it, I do get gas, and I'll be like, damn, I don't know if I'm, sinning or not by doing this. So would that, like, am I sinning by doing that? Like, that's all I get. I don't even get nothing to eat. I don't even, but like,
I just,
myself.
Yeah, no, you're not, brother.
Okay, that's the first question. Second question is like, these restaurants, it vexes my spirit when I be trying to. I know they cook different things, and it just bothers my mind. Like, did they cook it from the same grill? You answered this before, but I forgot how you answered this.
Yeah, I tell them. It's about when you go to restaurants and you want your meal to be as clean as possible.
Yeah, because I tell them because some restaurants I'll go in. And everybody operates different. Some people would say, I'll ask a question, and they'll see that he don't want to he don't eat pork, so we'll just lie to him and say, oh, okay, yeah, no, we don't do that.
Okay, so now
some restaurants I actually do.
So if you feel that, so you simplify. The first thing what I always do, also real fast, if it's mandatory for your slavery, again, that's not you breaking the law, that's them breaking the law. That's just somebody in the chat. So.
Right.
Here's how you simplify it. What I always do if I go to a restaurant, I tell them I'm allergic to shellfish. I'm allergic to pork. Now, once you do that, they're gonna cook your food separately. Now, if I go to a restaurant and I believe that they're making my food with unclean food and they're lying to me, I just don't go to the restaurant. I just leave.
Right.
One time, me and Tazaryach was at this breakfast spot. We tell the cat that we want turkey, bacon, egg, and cheese. As he's making it, somebody comes in there and gets a regular salsa. He mixed that shit with our shit. We left. I'm not eating that shit. So, like, if you know or you feel like they're not being honest, just leave. It ain't that deep. It's simple. Like,
see, okay. I don't like, see how you just said, like, because I went to the restaurant, but you didn't inform them. So, like, not like, am I not? Because sometimes I'll know this restaurant do it. I know this restaurant do it. Then they'll say, "Oh, we don't even cook pork on the grill."
Yeah,
like
this
even with
this
pizza.
What Paul meant. This is what Paul meant when he said, "Whatsoever is sold in the shambles, eat for conscience sake." If you're gonna ask, ask. If you're not gonna ask, just eat it.
Yeah, because that's the question I've had. If I don't ask, am I like being in sin by not asking?
No. You're ordering clean food. The only time I've ever asked is if the place looks suspect. But if the place looks suspect, I leave. So if the place don't look suspect and I don't ask, I just eat the food. When you go to the when you go to the supermarket and get chopped meat, how do you know it's all beef?
And look,
You just trusting. Let me give you one better. Let me give you one better. Let me give you one better, right? You can buy beef sausage, and if you don't look
for taste.
Yes. I remember I went to Walmart. Man, and I bought these beef sausage. It said beef, and I normally look at the ingredients to see if it say pork casing or not. Man, I bought that damn shit home. As I'm cooking it, I'm looking at the ingredients, and sure enough, that shit said pork casing. I throw the shit out. So, when you analyze it and you see it what it is, then you just adjust. But if you go to a restaurant, if you go to a place and get some food, if you don't ask, just eat. But if your conscience bothers you, ask. It's just that simple. It ain't no more complicated than that.
Yeah, I say that because I don't know. I feel like if I don't ask, I've been sin. But then again, it's like I feel like people lie. It's like different scenarios. Like one scenario, I got pizza at a gas station. And then, like, I learned, like, when you pay attention to pizzas, like, most pizza places, I can't even say most pizza places, I don't know. But when you say they put pizza out the oven, they go to the meat lover pizza car, they cut it up, boom, there go a cheese pizza, boom, that's for me. Same knife they cut it with, but they all that pork juice is on that same knife. So I usually either tell them, like, don't either cut mine with a clean knife, or just don't cut it at all. But then I went to a gas station. They had like cheese pieces, pepperoni, and a veggie, and they had 3 different cutters for it. So I'm like, damn, I didn't expect that. So it's like,
hey, brother, you complicate. You're making the truth a burden to you. I'm trying to give you that. You burdening yourself, bro. If you feel uncomfortable, just leave. If you're comfortable, stay. Make life that simple. Don't over-examine yourself. Like, you're going to drive yourself crazy, nigga. You're going to get gray hair.
I'm driving myself crazy.
Yeah, stop. I'm trying to free your mind. If you're going to eat it, just eat it. If you're going to ask, ask. 1 Corinthians, the 10th chapter, I think around verse 25 or 26, it'll say, whatsoever is sold in the shambles, eat for conscience sake. Because once you ask, then your conscience no. So if you go into a place that says that it's clean, that it's beef, you're going to eat it because it's beef. If you suspect them, you can ask. But once you ask, that's it. That's all.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
That's all I had, Cap.
I appreciate you too. All right. 646. Shalom, brother. 646-302.
Yeah, that's me. I'm Mr. Fisher, man.
Okay. Caller, hold on. All
About
right.
it.
You said what? What's your question?
I just got a few questions, and that's about it. what I want to know more about, like, black people, and I want to know where to start and look, as in, like, where we came from as people. That's my first question.
Black people over here in the Americas, we come from the tribe of Judah. We are the children of Israel according to the Bible. If you want to learn more, you from New York? You from New York area?
Yeah.
I give you a number. I can give you the number. Actually, this number that you call is the number for class. I'll text you. Is this a cell phone?
Yeah, it's my mobile cell phone.
All right, so I'm gonna text you the address to the school in New York and the time of class. All right.
Hey, all right. I just want to know, like, and I'm just a dude just looking for information, like, where I specifically came from, or I just want to.
I just told you.
Like, down to the T. Yeah, and I'm gonna take that, and I'm gonna definitely give it a try on my spare time. Well, I got spare time tomorrow, so that's a definitely good time. So I just want to know more about me, and also movies. Do you have, like, any recommendation of movies of racial discrimination against black people? Because that's also teaching me about my past, and it's making me see a lot in present time.
No, I don't.
All right.
I don't like the race. Is just gonna make you mad.
What I understand, I have to stomach it through a few ones, like few of them.
Yeah, go watch Django.
I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. All right. And those are pretty much it.
Right, so,
other than that.
Yep. So I'm gonna text you the address and time for class. All right.
I appreciate that.
All right, no sweat, brother. Take care. All right, no sweat.
You too.
All right. 413-531. Four 413 hung up. It says Shanae Williams.
Yeah.
What's up?
What's good, brother?
What's up?
Basically, I just want to commend my brother, the Cap. You know,
appreciate it, brother.
Battling with that, when he was debating with that brother Jay on Jesus being God. I also just want to put my little statement in there. You know what I'm saying? And which Jay didn't know that Jesus is mighty God, but he's not the Almighty Most High. But I commend you, brothers, on what you're doing. I get a lot of edification from you, brothers. I'm out in Oklahoma.
All right.
And I stay tuned in, and I appreciate what y'all doing, man. It's helping a lot of us brothers out here that's lost.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it greatly, man.
Already, brother.
All right. Hey, y'all, before I go, Shalom, brother. Hey, y'all, before I go, while we got 393 people, I want to play Roe's song one more time. So Roe got a song. Hold up. Okay, Roe made a song. Roe made a song saying he's the Captain Tazaryach of rap. I'm gonna do one now. It already bumping, so I'm just playing this because the shit fire. Roe made this song. Sent the song to me. We gonna close out with this song. I'm not taking no more calls. Don't ask me nothing. I'm done. But I am gonna play this song. I want y'all to hear it. All right.
The spiritual father, who he called, who's a fucking child molester. Your father is a child molester, period. And he got in his feelings. He got mad, and he thought he was gonna break Tazaryach. If you want to cross the road, cross the fucking road. That's what you do. Don't sit here and talk shit like what's gonna pop off. That's what you do.
Cross the fucking line. Otherwise, get the fuck out of here.
Captain Tazaryach of rap was born before the car rules, born chose before the storm rules, stunning crackers daily like stone cold, bringing life when the sun falls. My run like a broken nose, moving truth in ways that ain't been done before. Whole time not breaking the code, you not know it's warfare. Chef back in the kitchen, my red bone every time they need a ghost, and every Michael need a Pippin. Every David got a Joab, and Ruth got a Boaz, and Chef he got multiple, but they call that a whole pass. And I ain't fighting with him like I got him saying no mass. It's bigger than a wife, I can eat him by a toe tag. Yeah, don't make me hit the yak on him. Instead of
hey, wait. That's the part I missed. Hold on. Bring it back a little bit.
but they call that a whole pass. And I ain't fighting with him like I got him. I'm saying on him. Instead of turning my back on him, I'ma put the Mac on him. And fridges and all black on him. Heat on the block, I'm like Shaq on him. Yeah. And salute to the generals. This shit's all about principles.
But we the ones fighting their wars. Imagine us not being in World War II. You know what they wouldn't have? Well, you want to talk about heart surgery and the medical science and all that shit that we did? That's black people.
Can't escape by the skin of your teeth. The beast is not weak, I'm not geek. By the top 3, and not me. Serve you up the Oculate. I ain't talking about chopped cheese. Lock squeeze, the name of that Shavima's taking knock knees. Rap wank, surveying the game, and I'm not pleased. It's a couple niggas that's iller facts, but not these. I can never struggle, I relax. And not ease until I'm in the kingdom with green grass. And they all different flow. Got the hood hot like the engine broke. I'm winning as far as this living goes. 2026, Jane Kennedy on the road, that's my women goals. But I've been a go before the glow, I used to swim in those. Who can expose chef like the bow was never chose? Only thing dirty about the pots when I whip the bows. It was magic, never working till I hit the stove. Got the bird for the 33, that's a give and go. I was never signed, but signed, I was in the scope. Hurricanes, turbines, I was really up in the blow. Helicane, blur lines, I was really like in the coke. You could tell it's raw from the drip when it hit the nose. Gymnastics, how I flip it, then I grip the pole. Pause, you don't know, this is my cap flow.
This is my cat flow. This is my cat flow. This is my cat flow. This is my cat flow. Appreciate y'all rocking with me. Chronicles maybe in a couple of hours after I get something to eat. Next time, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah Brakathum, Yahweh Shema Thum Bashim Yahweh Shah.